bitch. Everything's going as planned. How do I keep it that way? Keep the Glock in my hand. I did some things I regret. Fucking my nigga girl, sorry the pussy too wet. Niggas be talking that shit. I got authority, I put that shit right to his lip. Pussy, you think you a pimp? You a little bitch, you a little ass little chimp. It ain't no mistake. I'm cool on the outside, inside filled with rage. His bitch ass soul I ate, the pole I raised. I told y'all stay, now you gon' pay. Now y'all gon' get it. I love you, bitch. Nah, I'm just kidding. They love how I switch and now I'm just spinning. Got so much to say about me like it was written. I swear gay, but I don't like to boat. I don't like y'all niggas, y'all doing the most. My niggas be running around with a toast. I'm carrying guns and I don't got a host. Can't talk to y'all niggas cause y'all niggas fans. These bitches be having my name on they post. I fucked down that same my little hoe, then I ghost. I know you tryna hold it, I will dispose it. They used to laugh at me like I was joking. Now they attracted me like I ain't chosen. I saw the niggas some shit gave me token. Try bring it back to me like it was broken. This is a masterpiece we taking over. Yo, this is a masterpiece we taking over. Yeah, this all masterpiece. I'ma run up on a nigga with a golden piece. Yeah, she suck on my dick and you kissed her. This ain't no motherfucking mouth, this a Swift. I'm smoking no wood, this ain't no swisher. When she with me, I know that you miss her. You was my nigga, why did you switch her? Now I gotta blow your brains out like Skitcher. You was behind, you need to catch up. Now I'm hanging with BG, I don't switch her. When you open your mouth, everyone like Mansers. That's why I hit from the back like an ambush. That's why my homie told your bitch and gave her back. Now you can't tap by that part that my man's took. We don't fuck with you cause we like to chop. You claim that you walking around with a chopstick. We heard you was walking around on some option. No, I gotta shoot him, he gave me no option. Bitch, when you shoot, better hope that they hit me. The chopper is seen, just like it's with me. Pull up to the scene, that chopper come with me. You know when I shoot, I'm taking the kid. Me popping that soup at the top and kick. If I'm rocking with you at the top, going with me. If my dog ever suit, better leave quickly. My dog go Scooby-Doo, Jilly, but mischief. I ain't just been at home doing nothing. I'm getting funded like I'm a company. Just say he won't bump me, but he gon' jump me. He won't even jump in. That boy running. Funny ass shit. Ooh, it's so funny how they act.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is the National Football League. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes the new-look Lion offense here in 2021, led by their quarterback in his first season in Detroit after 5 in L.A., Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, it'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. A gain of 22.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Osborne. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. Here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Cousins now. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Second down, they go right back to Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And off the deflection, it's caught. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Following the interception, Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Raymond now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, he fakes a spike. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Raymond now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Rough so far for him. That's the only way to describe it. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 INTs thus far.
Love the description. Rough, rocky, shaky, all of those things. But this is where you find out about a quarterback, isn't it? This is where you find out about your team leader. Can he handle some of that adversity, bounce back, and give them better play down the stretch? They still have a chance to win.
On 2nd and 9, Goff, an escape, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to take another shot here. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 70 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that.